want to go to ambient mesh? What types of workloads should I migrate first? Is there like a criteria I should follow, best practices, rules of thumb?
So when planning for the migration, so we normally advise always plan the low risk L4 only workloads first, because that's the first thing that's easy to implement. I think in Space you can just enable it, and then you just start monitoring the L4 traffic to make sure everything is working as expected before you turn on L7. So the one general rule is like always prioritize the low risk L4 only first. Monitor it, for example, that you can keep it in phase one, and the other after that you can look for resources that you workloads. So most of the time the sidecars are consuming more resources than the actual application container, so that affects the application performance. So that's why they want to move away from the sidecar based model. So once you prove that the L4 only services are working as expected, you don't see any issues, yeah, you can just plan to go with the resource sensitive workloads as a phase one or phase two. And then before you start migrating your stateful workloads, start with the stateless services, because they are easier to migrate because they don't have the complexity like the persistent or failover requirements like the stateful set workloads. So go with the stateless applications, and then you can slowly start with the critical L7 applications. So once you're comfortable with how the ambient mesh works, and once you start collecting all the metrics you need and that everything is working as expected as it was before, so then you can start planning moving the critical application like databases, Kafka, or any other stateful application you're running in the later phase. And then you can start planning for the complex observability needs. And then, definitely the production critical workloads, you keep it for the last one once everything is working as expected.